InsideThunder.com. Powered by Wheeler Whitlock Insurance.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena, and I talked about it in a blog before this game that it was set up as one of those classic trap games. The Thunder coming off a huge win at home against the LA Clippers and getting ready for a huge game on the road in San Antonio on Saturday. And they came out looking like their minds were elsewhere, perhaps on a pregame meal Saturday at Mi Tierra in San Antonio, which is great, by the way. But the Thunder did not seem to have their minds or their bodies in the game at the beginning, nor at the end. The Thunder had just a terrible first quarter, and they did not have a very good fourth quarter. It's the 11th time this season the Thunder have blown a lead in the fourth quarter to go on to lose the game. Kevin Durant led the way for the Thunder with 28 points, but he also had 6 turnovers. Russell Westbrook had 26 points. He had 5 turnovers. Thunder struggled to shoot the ball. Serge Ibaka scored as many points as a dead man, 0 on 0 for 4 shooting. He was in foul trouble all night long. That contributed to things, but the biggest problem, the Thunder turned the ball over 24 times. And the Timberwolves made them pay. Here's head coach Billy Donovan. We also talked with Enes Kanter, who had a big night, and also Kyle Singler.
Well, I thought overall, I thought played pretty good defense tonight. I thought we defended, pretty well. I thought the difference in the game was, our turnovers. We had far too many turnovers, and I think if you look at the amount of points they scored off our turnovers, that was a problem. And then I thought we really struggled to shoot the basketball, in particular from behind the line. I thought we had some really good looks, just couldn't get any to go down, but that's going to happen on a given night. But I thought at the end of the day, I thought our turnovers really, really hurt us. That was, I thought, the difference in the game. And we had a lot of, obviously, wasted possessions where we didn't even get a shot at the basket, and certainly they were able to capitalize on a lot of our turnovers.
This isn't just a one-game thing. It's been extended now for about a couple of weeks. How do you solve these turnover issues?
Well, we've got to be, more careful with the basketball. We've got to be more fundamental with the basketball. We've got to make better decisions. I think it comes from a good place in terms of them trying to move the basketball. But I also think some of them, I think you're going to have maybe some extra pass turnovers and things that, I said this before, it's a right intentions. Maybe doesn't go as well. It's a 2-on-1 fast break and throw a bounce pass, guy bobbles it out of bounds, like it's the right intention, but still a turnover. Those are going to happen. We got to clean up the ones where, we're throwing the ball into traffic or we're making plays that just aren't there.
What was the breakdown on that final play with Rubio? Was that a conscious decision for y'all to leave him and kind of go for the
No,
rebound?
I mean, really what should have probably happened there is I think Steven got put into a tough spot just going back there and watching it. Wiggins came off and started to drive the ball. Towns was rolling. I think he was basically trying to do two things. He was trying to, stunt at Wiggins. And actually, I think Steven did a pretty good job. But he got so far into the lane and so far into the basket, I thought it collapsed our defense. And as we collapsed down, he made a heck of a play throwing the ball all the way back out from under the basket, back out to the elbow. It was probably the only guy that was open. I didn't think it was that poorly defended. I would not have liked Wiggins to have gotten that deep on the play, but he did. But we got him behind the backboard, which was good. And I think the only play he was able to make, he made. And, Rubio, give him credit, he made the shot.
Do you find as much fault when there's an offensive foul on like a screen where Steven got called for that offensive foul and then Karl Anthony Towns came down and hit the shot to tie the game? I mean, how do you grade those kind of turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a tough call. I don't know. Steven was kind of pivoting and he pivoted into the guy. I don't know. That's one of those turnovers where that hurt us, no question. I don't think Steven, I don't know, I'll go back and look at the film. I didn't feel like Steven was trying to pick the guy off. Actually, that wasn't even really part of the play, so to speak. But, again, that's would be another kind of like a self-induced play that, eventually kind of hurts you. Just kind of hurts you.
Serge went scoreless tonight. Obviously had a tough night with the foul trouble, but it looks like he's hesitating on some of those open jumpers. Is there kind of a confidence issue for him, or how do you think he can find his offensive rhythm a little better?
No, I think I don't think that's the case. I think what happens sometimes is when he's playing in the pocket, he's got those mid-range jump shots. What a lot of teams are doing is they're pulling off the corner and they're really stunting at him and trying to break his rhythm. And then there's times he's trying to move the ball, and then maybe they're running back to the man they left and trying to put him in a position where he's indecisive. But I think as far as shooting the basketball, I think Serge is very, very confident. I think he's always been confident in his shot. I like when he takes open jump shots. I think it helps our team. I just don't think Serge was able to get into any rhythm tonight with all the foul trouble. I mean, it happened early, and it just kind of progressed for the entire game.
One more question about Cameron Payne. We didn't see him tonight, and it looked like you like going with Randy off the bench running the second unit. Is that something we expect to see going forward? Just a trust in his kind of veteran status?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've said this before. No one is set lineup-wise or anything else coming off the bench. I really believe we got to try to utilize everybody. Dre, obviously, losing his defense has hurt us in the past. I didn't think defense necessarily was that big of a problem because I thought we did a pretty good job defending. I thought the difference in the game tonight was our inability to make some open shots, and then our offense to turn the basketball over, and you can see by the number of points that we scored and obviously the points that they generated off our turnovers.
I know that you guys will probably say that you didn't, but do you feel that there was any looking past the Wolves with San Antonio waiting tomorrow?
I hope not. I hope these guys are professional. We try to approach every game. It's the most important game, most important thing. I mean, everything that we, talked about this morning at shoot around and getting them prepared for this game, I think there was nothing really that was of a surprise. I thought the game started and we got down by 11 points. For whatever that reason was, their energy, their youthfulness, their enthusiasm, I thought was really strong tonight, and it's been that way. I give them a lot of credit, and I give Sam a lot of credit for a team that's obviously struggled and got a lot of young guys and have had some difficult losses. They play with enthusiasm, they play with some fire, and I knew they would come in here and play really, really loose and like that. So I mean, we had talked about those things, but I don't want to. Our guys always come out there, compete, and they play. I didn't think it was an effort issue tonight as much as maybe it was more of a concentration, issue of turnovers. That I thought that really hurt us. Really hurt us.
Ennis, the turnovers seem to be a bit of an issue tonight. What did you see out there in terms of that aspect of the game?
Well, I think we started the game really bad. We didn't have no energy out there. We cannot start games like that. It doesn't matter. Good team, bad team. We all playing in NBA, so of course they're gonna be good and gonna make shots. So I think we start the game having no energy, and then we try to get back, but they make some shots, and then we just we play good. I think second half, but they just make shots, and I think they play good and win the game.
Why no energy? The Spurs tomorrow night, underestimating the Timberwolves. Why do you think it was?
Well, I think I have no idea, but I think we cannot. It doesn't matter good team, bad team. Like I said, we just have to start the game like we always do. I think we need to start the game with energy, and we cannot worry about who we're playing against. We need to worry about ourselves.
It seems like starting the game with energy is more of a decision. What's it going to take for the team to make that decision night in?
Well, I think this team got it. I think the only thing we can do is we just have to stick together and just forget about this loss. It's a tough loss. We were not expecting this loss, but I think most important thing right now just forget about this loss and just start worrying about tomorrow, because the Spurs gonna come too. So we have to just stick together and just be good friends and just go out there and play our basketball.
When those turnovers are coming in waves like that, do you think that would be a good time for y'all to kind of slow the game down, dump the ball into the post for you?
Well, the coach making those decisions, but of course, when the turnovers start going like that, we need to slow the game down. But I think Russell and Kevin doing a really good job about that. But I think the coach need to see that.
And if you guys haven't played the Spurs team since the very beginning of the season, what's key in your mind tomorrow night?
Well, of course, they're a physical team. They're a veteran team. They got a lot of experience. So we cannot come out there relax. Only thing we can worry about just ourselves. We cannot worry about their record or how they're playing. We just have to get a good start with energy, and we just have to play that way. Or it won't be good for us because those guys are not gonna feel sorry for us. So we just have to go out there and play our basketball.
Kyle, looked like you tried to get a late contest there. Just take me through that final play.
Well, they were able to drive the ball and kind of collapse our defense, and Wiggins made a good pass. And I mean, you don't want to have a shot like that go in, but as long as it was contested, and that was the guy that we would be fine with shooting the ball, and it just happened to go in.
Seemed like turnovers were kind of the name of the game tonight. What did you see in that front in terms of what went wrong on that area?
Turnovers hurt us. Without playing, without a rhythm and a sense of care for the ball, it's hard to value those possessions, and they add up, they stack up on you, and they get you at the end. So we have to take value of the ball better, value our possessions, and over the course of a game, we'll see a better quality of basketball being played for sure.
You guys got San Antonio tomorrow. Quick turnaround. What's key for you all tomorrow?
Move on from this. This is hard. This is a hard game for us. Coming in, we didn't expect this. We were confident coming into this game, knowing that we could win. We didn't really get out to the start that we wanted, so not having that linger into this next game is huge. And it'll show our maturity as a team, and it's a big game tomorrow.
There was Kyle Singler, Enes Kanter, and head coach Billy Donovan. We mentioned that the Thunder turned the ball over 24 times. The Timberwolves scored 26 points off those 24 turnovers. On the other hand, Minnesota turned the ball over just 12 times. Thunder scored only 8 points off of those turnovers. That was the biggest difference in the ball game. It's a tough turnaround. Thunder have a nationally televised game in San Antonio on Saturday that is now even bigger with this loss. And then the Portland Trail Blazers, who have played very well lately, will be right here on Monday night. So a couple of tough games coming up for Oklahoma City. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated at InsideThunder.com.